This is Coyote News.
Vermilion's mayoral race is beginning to take shape. One candidate, retired USD Administrator Kevin O'Kelly, recently announced his campaign. Coyote News' Mohammed is live in the muck with the mayoral candidate. Mohammed.
Thank you, Kylie. I'm here with Kevin O'Kelly, who is a mayoral candidate here in Vermilion. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us. We first have to start with the motivation. What led you to run for mayor of Vermilion?
Well, that's a kind of a cliched answer. I want to serve my community. I want to serve my hometown. But everybody says that, and I'm glad. I'm glad we have people that are willing to serve, and I'm one of them.
And Kevin, for a lot of students or residents who may not follow city government that closely, what has been one of the most pressing issues that city government has been facing or the city is facing right now?
Well, it's the same issue that every city is facing. It's money. How do we spend our money? How do we collect our money? Are our taxes too high? What do we spend them on? This is why we have a city council to help decide, elected officials help decide how we're going to spend the money that, frankly, we take from you. And I consider tax dollars to be sacred, and I want us to have good, long debates about how we spend that money. There are other issues in Vermilion. There's poverty issues, there's lack of sufficient public transit, there's a lack of sufficient affordable housing. But these are the problems that every community in South Dakota is facing. They're not unique to Vermilion.
And Vermilion and the University of South Dakota have a very close relationship. Under your leadership, what is that relationship going to look like? And what do you think the city's, what the university's place should be?
Well, the university is central to the city of Vermilion. It has been since its inception. The town of Vermilion, the citizens floated a bond. They borrowed money to build the university, Old Main, to build it initially. So we have a very tight relationship with them. The city council is very heavily and has always been very heavily staffed with university folks, and the city folks have been very heavily involved in the university. Go to a football game. There's a lot of local folks there. So we're closely entwined. The University of South Dakota is the economic powerhouse of Vermilion, and we do work well together. We have an organization that brings together the K-12 school district, the university, as well as the city and the county, that works together on some of the common issues. So we all know each other. It's the advantage of a small town. We all know each other. Our kids went to school together, and we work together to plan the future.
And students play an important part here in Vermilion, and during the school year, they are a large population. What is your leadership going to do to connect them to the broader community?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I think that the students of USD are inadequately or insufficiently engaged with the city. We hire them. They work jobs and all that, the pool and summer groundskeeping, that sort of thing. But there are so many more opportunities for the students to be engaged in volunteer activities and tutoring at the Boys and Girls Club. There are a number of ways that students can learn about the city of Vermilion. You pay your taxes here. You spend your money here. And I think that it'd be nice if we heard your voice in some of the city council meetings and some of our committee meetings. I'd like to hear the student perspective on things. I mean, it's another cliche, I'm sorry, but you are the future and we are spending your tax dollars. So I'd like to hear what you have to say about how we spend them.
And Kevin, last question. On June 2nd, the voters of Vermilion will decide who's the mayor of Vermilion. Mm-hmm. What do you want people to understand about the direction that you're going to be taking as mayor?
Well, in Vermilion, we have a city manager type of government, city manager form of government, meaning the mayor does not have the power to run the city. We hire a city manager to run the city. So my direction as mayor is not going to be to run Vermilion. John Prescott, our city manager, is great. He runs the city. What I want to do is I want to run or lead the conversation about the future of Vermilion. Vermilion's going to grow, and that's a good thing. We can't stop it or encourage it any more than we can stop the tide coming in it. We are going to grow. And I think we can help guide that growth if we work together and form a plan. So that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to focus on the growth of the city.
Thank you, Kevin, for being here.
You're welcome.
Live from the muck, I'm Mohammed.
Thanks, Mohammed. Again, elections will be held on June 2nd.